Focus. Okay, super. Scooters. There are millions of them on the road in India today, and they have revolutionized commuting for us and our families. Also, in most cities like Pune, scooters are the mainstay for getting around. But when you think of it, the segment is super competitive as well. However, there's one brand and one scooter that's trying to disrupt this segment and change their destiny. Today on PowerDrift, I will show you what a day in my life looks like. And when you think of it, I usually get a lot of these test motorcycles or test vehicles to ride. Today, it's the day or the turn of the Hero Destini, a 125cc scooter, to be my companion for the day. Okay, ready? Let's go. Okay, what we're going to do next is head to a cafe nearby, very close to office, where they serve some really good bun-maska. Chai bhi bahut acha hai, and I really like the back routes there as well. So that's where we are going next, and that is also where I'm going to tell you more about the Destini 125. Okay, the moment you slide into the Destini seat, you'll realize just how comfortable it is. It's actually a combination of the size of the seat and the selection of the foam. Also, at the end of the day, it is a scooter, so you're sitting upright, it's comfortable. I'm also happy to say that there is lots of room between the seat and the front apron, so tall riders like me have a lot of space to move the knees around. And for someone who has a big boot size, there's enough space on the footboard as well. Now, scooters generally accommodate small physiques really well, but struggle with large humans. It's not the case with the Destini, and that for me is a huge relief. I also find scooter styling a little too conservative. However, I also understand that while I might want everything to look like a sports bike, there are other tastes. And when it comes to family vehicles, often the design has to match the expectations of at least 3 to 4 people with different ages, preferences and expectations. That's why the Destini's simple, direct lines and a sense of no-nonsense competence appeals to me. It's probably not the styling that I would go for. But if it were my mom, my dad, my sister or my wife, and all of them had to be pleased, this would work. Okay, bill's here. Just like every other time I've overeaten at one of these cafes, the food here is really good. So while I'm full, the Destini is not. So we're going to go to the fuel pump, fill it to the brim, and on the way, I'm going to talk about the engine. This is a 125cc FI motor that makes 9 bhp and 10.4 Newton meters of torque. In scooter speak, these are decent numbers, but what really stands out is refinement. Hero also has a family of sensors which they like to call X-Sense. What these sensors do is that they monitor your engine and your riding to deliver performance or efficiency or both. And in that same family of sensors, you also have a lean angle sensor that prevents a fire hazard in case you meet with a crash. Full kar dena. Namaskar. Oh, I was actually going to take the keys out, but I realized that you can open the fuel can from here. So, you hear that sound? Fuel is open, fuel is being filled. Thank you. While fuel is being filled, I also want to tell you that this is a part digital, part analog cluster, and there is a nice little service reminder. So, cute little spanner that shows up. That's when you know that the scooter has to be serviced. What drama is going on in petrol pump? Arey, who's here? Oh, okay. What's happened here is the side stands down and there is an indicator on the console that I should have checked, but you know, it happens to the best of us. So, side stand up, scooter, we'll pay the bill and then head forward. Yep, let's go. Okay, so the scooter format has its own little challenges, which means smaller wheels, smaller wheelbase and more compact suspension, which makes it less comfortable by specification than motorcycles. But you know what? I'm just gonna be myself and just go full brrr and see how that goes. Alrighty, okay, let's go. Ride quality is the strongest point about the Destini. Now, it's soft enough to take that sting out of the big bumps, and it's firm enough not to like wallow everywhere. Now, scooters are generally meant for urban use. That means good roads in most places on earth. But in India, scooters have to work a little harder. Sabko pata hai. Okay, what we're gonna do next is head to a place where I don't really like going, but karna padta hai. So I'll tell you more about that when we get there. Supermarkets, I don't really like them. I don't like them for two reasons. One, you're always spoiled for choice wandering in these aisles. And number two, I at least end up overspending. That means I also end up buying a lot of unnecessary things. Baby bahut daatti hai. Anyway, I also have to test how much storage space is there in the Hero Destini. So for one, she'll be okay. Alright, let's go ahead and check this out. I've got two bags. I don't know how much is gonna fit under the seat in this storage space. I'm just gonna quickly charge my phone. Battery's running out. Might need it later. So this has gone in. Okay, this has fit in. What about the second bag? Are you worried? Well, I know you are, but I am not, because this is a scooter and scooters usually have some kind of hook below the seat or near the front apron. So the Destini's got one as well. Since this is a really tall bag, I'm gonna hang it here and hope and pray that it stays till I get back home. Time to move to a really nice sunset location. It is what it is. I love sunsets. The light is warm, the vibe is good, and it's the ending of a day, so that means it's time for people to unwind and relax, and it's time for the Destini to do the same. And honestly, I've quite enjoyed my day with it. I'll tell you why. I like the refinement. I like how much space it has for all the things that I brought. I actually really enjoy the ride quality.
The fuel efficiency number was also a pleasant surprise. Almost 3 kilometers per liter more than the BS4 variant.
And in case you guys are wondering, hey, what's up, man? Why aren't you talking about the LEDs? Well, it's time to put them to use once the sun goes down. So at rupees 67,000 for the base variant, is the Destini a good scooter to live with?
Let me put it this way. I'm a fight fan, and in this herd business, you know who I favor? Those with the most potential, the most fire. They have this aura to silence the crowd. They have the ability to turn things around, rewrite their destiny, and become a hero.